Hey everybody, this is Levi and Cleetus. So what we got here today, we're going to be cooking an American style stir fry. It's going to be pretty tasty. I'm going to teach you how to take this traditional Asian dish, you know, the Far East, and we're going to turn it into an American delicacy. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your supplies. So today what we got, I'm using this Thai kitchen. Now the reason we're doing Thai kitchen, it's just because look at how many calories it's got, and also more importantly, these are brown rice noodles. Now you can use any kind of noodles that you want, but I prefer the brown rice because that's a little bit more politically correct. So we got our brown rice noodles. Get up all close and personal like on that. So now that we got our noodles, next we really need to get our shrimp. So I'm going to be using Kirkland's signature. I don't know if you've all seen Star Trek, but Kirkland was my favorite captain. And we're going to be using this cooked tail off. Now you want the tail off because, well hell I don't know, you just got to pick less out of your teeth. So now that we got our shrimp, we need to find a place on the counter to prep the shrimp. Just now that's prepped. Now as you can see here, I've already got my pot going, or my pan going with the oil in it, so I can cook the shrimp. But son of a bitch. So now that we got that pot piping hot, now I got it up to about a 7 right there. It's about where my wife sits on a pretty good day. We're gonna take some of our shrimp and we're gonna throw it in that bitch. You gotta start with shrimp before you start with noodles. Alright, so I'm just gonna put the freshly caught shrimp. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Now, it might pop at you. Now, what you're gonna wanna do while your shrimp's cooking there, you are gonna wanna start your pot to boil. So, get your water in there. If you're like me and you're fancy, you got one of these instant hot water machines. Look at that. Woo-wee! That bitch comes out pretty spicy, I'll say. Now the reason that you don't want to start your water yet when you start the shrimp is because these noodles don't take but a couple minutes to soften up. Alright, now we got our pot and it's going on the burner. And I'm going to turn that bitch up too high so we can get a good ball going. Now, we need to get our spices out because now these shrimp are going to be alright just the way they is. You know, God's natural creation. But we need to add some spice. So, let's see here. I'm going to choose some paprika. Yep. And actually, probably just some paprika and some black pepper. African American pepper. Not bad. Now, we got to kind of, again, clear a little space here. And we need to season these shrimp as soon as possible. Otherwise, they ain't going to taste all that hot. Sorry, I don't even think I was pointing the camera at it while I was doing it. Money shot. Look at this delicious shrimp. That's going to be the thumbnail right there. One thing I forgot to mention. Once your freshly caught shrimp de-ice, once you throw them in the pan, you need to make sure you separate them, otherwise they're going to cook all uneven like. So you got to make sure they're laying flat and their own little space. It's their own little safe space in there. Now boundaries are a good thing for any relationship. Now here come the noodles. When you add these bad boys, you gotta make sure you separate them, otherwise they'll just cook in a big blob and they don't taste too good. Stick a fork in it and give it a good old stir. Alright, now I got my strainer ready because I'm about to strain these noodles just like my strained marriage. All it takes is one good dump. And then we can look at these noodles. Look at them. Now for the most critical step. You got to take your noodles out of the strainer and put them in your bowl. Simply add your fresh shrimp. That looks delicious, don't it? But we're still missing one final piece of the puzzle here. I'll tell you what it is. There it is, traditional soy sauce, straight from your wife's boyfriend. Now all we got to do is liberally apply soy sauce to the dish, and it's finished. Well, there you have it, folks. That's your American version of a traditional Asian stir-fried dish. Now, some of you may be wondering at this point, you say, hey, Lee, I didn't see the difference between a traditional Asian stir-fry and a traditional American stir-fry. Well, allow me to shed some light on the subject, show you the difference right here.